Hello, and welcome to episode 195 of Prog Review. And if you haven't read the description, I'm reviewing Crises. I think I've just had one by Mike Oldfield. This is the 30th anniversary box set, indeed. It's a whopper. Originally the album was released 27th of May 1983. I was 12 years old, I remember it well. And I was quite surprised to see like this box set come out. It's a bit weird really. But then I realised it's because it's got the hit on it. You know, the one. You know that one. The one that they keep playing over and over again, and you get lots of it on this box set. You better like the hit. Of course, I'm talking about Moonlight Shadow. Don't worry, I really loved it at the time, but again, familiarity breeds contempt somewhat. But no, it's still a good tune. But yeah, this is what's on the album. I guess is the cause of this box set. You know, all those people. I don't know. Was this a big album at the time? I don't remember. I'm not old enough to recall. I only remember the hit single. Does this really warrant a 30th anniversary box set? I can understand it with his earlier albums because they were iconic. But Crises, is it an iconic album? That's one of the problems I've had with this set. And also, I thought the way they handled the deluxe issue of it, you didn't get the DVD, you just got another CD of live material, which I thought was a bit of a swizz. Normally the deluxe version has the surround sound version on, but you have to buy the box set to get the surround sound mix, which I thought was a bit of a bad rum do really. Anyway, the album itself, I guess I'll better quickly talk about the album. The album again follows the pattern of 5 Miles Out and before, which has a long track on one side and some poppy numbers, some shorter numbers on the B side. Of course, it's not like that anymore. It's all one big disc, isn't it? Anyway, Crisis is 20 minutes long, and yeah, it's all right. There's a bit of cut and paste in there. You can really notice the edits with this new remastering. You really do. You think, oh, there's an edit. Oh, it's really good as Joel. Again, it's one of those ones I haven't listened to for a long while. Never owned it on CD before. I think I had it on cassette back in the day. And so yeah, again, it's one of those records I know, but I wouldn't say I'm overly familiar with, mainly because I started losing interest. Again, having these long pieces that they're all well and good, but they kind of lack a distinctiveness of the earlier instrumentals, and it all started to blend into one. I mean, I probably couldn't tell the difference between Taurus 2 and Crises if you put a gun to my head. Well, no, I would, because he says Crises, can't get away. That gives it away. But yeah, so you get this long piece. I mean, it's all right. It's Mike Oldfield. It's okay. But it's not something that I'd wish to listen to a lot. Then you get the meat and potatoes of the B-side, Moonlight Shadow, the hit. It is a great piece of pop writing. And in the booklet, Oldfield reveals that he originally got Hazel O'Connor in, who was a big name at the time, to put some vocals down. It was going to be called something else. But it didn't work out, so he rewrote the lyrics and got Maggie Riley to do it. And then you have him in High Places with vocals from Mr. John Anderson. It's all airy-fairy. I mean, I'm checking out. I know it's John Anderson, but I find it just, could we get much higher? I'm just like, bye, I'm gone. There's the door. And this is followed by Foreign Affair, where Mike Oldfield, gets his rhyming dictionary out, and it's all a bit stodgy. Best thing of the record is Taurus 3, 2 minutes 25. Lovely little piece, rounds up the whole Taurus trilogy perfectly. I just love it. It's energetic, it's acoustic, it's just got a vibrancy, and it comes and it goes. Boom. And the album is wrapped up with Shadow on the Wall, with old Roger Chapman from Family getting his nuts caught in his zip again, I love the song, but Roger Chapman's vocals always make me giggle like a girl for some reason, because it always sounds like he's either on the toilet trying to squeeze one out, or he's got his genitals trapped somewhere. He's just I don't know how he does it. A pair of pliers, perhaps, I don't know. So yeah, that's the old album. I mean, in terms of a rating, I'm going to give it a two Crises out of 5, because I don't, I'm checking out. I'm waiting for Amarok, I'm checking out. So yeah, I think that's a fair judgment on it. But now I'm going to talk about the 30th anniversary box set. Well, again, the deluxe edition is only like 2 CDs. You get all the material, but you get like a second CD which is live. And to get all the goodies, you need to get the box set, and I think it's out of print. I've read somewhere that it was very popular and it's out of print, and they're copies are trading hands for silly money. I mean, I was lucky to get in early, as you do on Amazon, and get my copy. So let's talk about it. You get the original album all remixed and remastered, and it sounds very sparkly. In fact, I thought it sounded better than 5 Miles Out in places. Especially single Jungle Gardenia, which was very dreamlike. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, you get a couple of extra mixes. There's unplugged mixes of Moonlight Shadow and Shadow on the Wall, which I don't know. I don't know why you'd need them. And an extended version of Crime of Passion, which is all right. Again, it's a single that was released between Crisis and Discovery. So again, it's all right. And then you get the 12-inch single versions of Moonlight Shadow and Shadow on the Wall. So yeah, I'm getting fatigued by the end of that. But then what he does is he throws in two live discs from the Crisis tour 1983 at Wembley Arena, and you get the whole. I think you get the whole concert. It's all right, but you've got to get through. Tubular Bells, because he always does Tubular Bells. Omadhawn Part 1, which is like a 8-minute version of Omadhawn, and then you've got to get through Tourist 2 and Crises. I'd have been hanging myself if I'd have gone to that gig. It's a big meal, and I found it a bit boring in places. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I found it a bit dull. Of course, my favourite Mike Oldfield live thing is the Live in Montreux DVD. If you pick that up, it's absolutely fantastic. Especially, I just think it's a great document of the time. It's very hot. You can tell they're all sweating, and there's a great percussion solo from Maurice Pert. He just goes bonkers, and it's just great the late great Maurice Pert. It's great to see him going for it. And that's the Live in Montreux DVD. Pick that up if you can. I'm digressing, aren't I? I'm moving away from what I'm supposed to be talking about. So yeah, you get 2 discs of live audio, and then you get 2 DVDs as well. The first one is which they call Crises Live, and it's not really, because you only get about 40 minutes of stuff from Wembley. You get Crises itself and Tubular Bells Part 1 in its entirety, so it's about 40 minutes of stuff. It's all right. You get to see the band, you get to see how they did it. It's not mixed in surround sound or anything, but I don't expect it to be. And then you get various performances. You get like the video for Moonlight Shadow and Shadow on the Wall, and then you get Moonlight Shadow on top of the pops. So that's all right. And then you get disc 5, the surround sound version. Again, you can only get the surround sound version in this box set, and yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's all right. Again, there's nothing going to make you throw up your hands in horror. I know somebody was upset that there was a little bit of a difference in the beginning of In High Places. Again, people take liberties with their surround sound mixes. They tend to find little extra bits, and throw them in. Check out Peter Gabriel's Play DVD, which is mixed for 5.1. That's quite interesting because he takes some different mixes, like Big Time is completely rejiggered. They seem to do that when they do the 5.1 mixes. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. Sounded nice. I'll look forward to going back to it again. Again, I think I've been a bit spoilt by these two records. Again, these are two records, 5 Miles Out and Crises, that I'm not particularly a big fan of, but I think the 5.1 discs are going to keep me entertained. I think I'm going to probably go back to those, as is my want. I'm kind of obsessed with 5.1 at the moment. It's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy habit, it really is. And then you get a lovely like kind of hardback little booklet. Again, there's a lot of repetition in that booklet from the 5 Miles Out booklet. You find that a lot with these reissues. A lot of the text is reissued and repeated and re-edited to fit. But yeah, I mean, so you get this nice booklet as well, and it's a nice box, but I'll never understand why we need a 30th anniversary box set of Crises. I guess I should just be grateful for it, shouldn't I, really? So yeah, I mean, in terms of a box set, it's pretty comprehensive. Now, I got my copy. I'm going to check how much I got it for, because let me have a look. Because it's, like I said, it's been going for silly money. Some saying it's going as high as £60. And I got mine for £31.67p from that there Amazon. And so for 31 quid, I mean, it's pretty good value, because you do get 5 discs, 2 DVDs, live material. It's pretty good value for that. I wouldn't pay 60 quid for it, certainly not. So again, it's one of those few box sets that actually represents good value for 30 quid. I think it's a pretty stonking release, for £30. But any more than that, you might want to shop around. I think Amazon have got it up for 35 now. So the box set rating, because we're going to do it, I'm going to give that. You know what? I'm going to be really generous. I'm going to give it 5 Moonlight Shadows out of 5. That's 5 Moonlight Shadows on the wall out of 5. Shall I do it again? Because I just thought of that. 5 Moonlight Shadows on the wall out of 5. Hey, that's fucking cool, that. I'm a genius. So that's that. Now, after this, it's Discovery, and that'll probably be next year. And is it Discovery and then Islands? And that's where I completely check out. Because Discovery is, a bit iffy. Unless he reissues the Killing Fields, I don't know. But we're going for a bit of a fallow period, and I can't wait for Amarok. I think we can all agree on that. Amarok in 5.1. I hope I don't die before it happens. That would be a great upset if I should kill over before I get to hear that, because Amarok is one of my absolute favourites. Completely and utter bonkers craziness. And that's that. So my name's been Darren Locke. I've been whittering on about Crises 30th anniversary box set from that there Mr. Michael Oldfield, who's enjoying himself in the Bahamas. And thanks for being a patient audience and watching these videos. I think that's it, isn't it, really? You know the routine. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, favourite. You know all that stuff. You don't need me to go on about it. No. And with that, I shall sign off. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Oh, go on then. Prog on.